Some of us who are in our, from 40s, I'm just assuming, based on experience, 40s, 50s, and all that, we are finding ourselves with parents who are older, parents who have retired, and parents who have health issues, have age issues, aging issues. And you find that we don't really know how to navigate around it, how to emotionally, we're not emotionally prepared for it. Physically, we're not prepared for it, and financially, we're not prepared for it, because you find that some parents don't even have, they didn't have that privilege of having jobs where they have medical aid, or they have a good pension after they've retired, where they can have medical aid. Even if they have medical aid, for those who are even working, medical aid is so expensive, and the older you get, it gets more expensive. And I'm finding myself that I'm interacting with my friends, most of my friends, who their parents are terminal ill, their parents need hands-on caregiving that is needed for them, things like that. Even if the parent may be mobile, but there will be health issues or aging issues. And I think these are the conversations we need to have in our families, on how to navigate around it. And I can assure you, to be a caregiver is not easy, especially to a parent, where you find that they're a parent, but sometimes also the things they do is not like the way they used to do things. You need to take care of them. Even the things they say, they are very blunted, very brutal sometimes. So if you don't have the patience, if you don't have the skills, and to understand the mechanism of somebody who's older and somebody who may have sicknesses, and you find when a person is really sick, is having health issues, they also get tired, because this person was independent before. They were independent. They can do things on their own, and they know how to get around and everything, and having things to be done for them, it becomes really difficult for their pride, for their ego. They feel like they're a burden. They feel like they've lost themselves. Sometimes they may get to be depressed. So if you find yourself that you're a caregiver, you need to be intentional about it. When it comes to movements, try to go on a breakfast with your parent. Breakfasts are not that expensive. I know that where economically things are not really okay in the country. Some of the things are becoming luxury. Mara tried for them to have interaction with people, things that they may like. Take them to their sister, to their brother, or to their friend. Drive them around so that they're not stuck in the house and feel like they're just waiting for death. Because there's a lot that our elderly can impact on us and impact in our lives. Wisdom, the experience in life and all that. And even though we may think they're old-fashioned and there's nothing that they can tell us, but that also is the time for them that you can learn a lot. But what I'm realizing that we really are not prepared, that our parents will find themselves in a situation where they need a care, and we need to give them care. And it's either some people will take them to old age, which most black people won't allow it, or one of the children, they go and stay with one of the children, or they stay in their house, and then one of the children will be at home and stay with them, whatever arrangement that is suitable for that family. And there needs to be a communication amongst the sibling. How do we do this? What do you think about it? Because also as a caregiver, you must not isolate other kids who are not there, and you make decisions without them. Important decisions regarding the parent or parents without them. Involve them, even though you're the one to see things. And also understand sometimes when they come and they're only seeing mistakes. When a person is not staying in the situation, they're not really seeing what is happening. They tend to see mistakes. They tend to be saying this can be done like this and that. They have patience with them, because I can assure you, if they were put in that position, they will have a different perspective. And sometimes our parents behave better when the kids are around. They behave better when the kids are around. And when a person can say, money or might do this and that, the other kids, they say, it's not really true. They think you're not true. You are not telling the truth, or you are being harsh to the parent. Where else it's not like that. So Don't forget to take care of yourself when you're a caregiver. Don't forget to take care of yourself, because you are in a process of watching your parent going on that final stage. You have all this fear, all these things going through your mind. You must try to have a life, to have a personal life. If you are working, thrive on that. If you have a business, thrive on that. Try to have a balance. But go on a spa, have a laughter, have those, don't focus so much on caregiving, and then you forget yourself. And if you have kids, young kids, whatever, you end up forgetting yourself. Because even after the effect of caregiving, I believe it felt even after, if the parent has gone to the other side, because you stayed with them and all that. So I can't say it's a pandemic, because it's a transition of life. It's a stage of life where all of us are going there. But we have to really start to talk about the issue, what needs to be done when we get older. And medical bills are getting more and more expensive. What is it that you can do where you are at this moment to take care, to try that when you are older, taking care of you will also be easier? I know this is a topic that we don't usually talk about. And then when you meet with friends, we talk about this thing. You find that people feel guilty, that sometimes they get angry with the parent. Sometimes they feel sort of a resentment with the parent, because sometimes the parents are not cooperating. They become like a child and all that. And you have to negotiate. You have to, you have to still remember that this is my parent. I still need to respect them, regardless that I am giving the caregiving and making most of the decisions. So you need to come with a plan to be strategic, and for the environment to be right for both of you. You, the parent, to still feel that they are living, they're not waiting for death, and for you to continue with your life without being emotionally exhausted and being burnt out because of caregiving. You need to be very conscious of that.